Hi there guys and girls, welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So this one again contains some old footage. This one is what I think is an exciting video. Well, it was exciting for me because this is when I caught a Dragonite. And, you know, I've been playing Pokemon Go for a long time, you know, since the 9th of July. And I haven't seen that many good, like, you know, rare Pokemon. I guess the rarest ones are like Porygon, Muck, Dragonite, Lapras, Snorlax, Lickitung. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else, but Dragon is pretty rare too. So those ones are kind of, you know, always hard to find. Now, most people get a Dragonite by evolving because Dratini nests were very, very common when the game was new. So a lot of people would find a Dratini nest. I was going to do that too, even myself. They'd go to a Dratini nest, catch a whole bunch of Dratinis and get Dragonite, easy peasy. But then they took a lot of the Dratini nests out, or they reduced the amount of the spawn rate of Dratinis. So if you went to one of these nests, it might say like every 5 minutes you'd catch a Dratini because it was a nest. What they did then was they changed it to like one would spawn every hour or something. And remember, that one doesn't mean one player can catch it. It means every one who's around can catch that one. So that means if those people would stay there, they get another one, you know, so on and so on. So, it's not easy. It's very, very hard to find a Dragonite in the wild. And this is what I'm I'm proud of this, really. I mean, as far as Pokemon Go achievements go, right? I watch people on YouTube like Trainer Tips. By the way, that's his great channel. I highly recommend. If you like Pokemon Go, check out Trainer Tips. That guy's awesome. He's taught me how to do curveballs. His name's Nick. He goes around, you know, America and travels and, you know, does some great shots and things. And, yeah, he's totally into the game and he's got a whole technical understanding of the game too, more so than me. You know, I just kind of want to get the Pokemons. So if you want to delve right into Pokemon Go, I'd highly recommend subscribing to that channel, Trainer Tips. And I was watching Real LEA for a while as well. He was the other sort of Pokemon Go channel I was watching a bit, but I don't really watch that guy much anymore. Yeah, so, as I was saying, like, I watch those channels, and even those guys, some of those guys don't have a Dragonite, you know, and I think Nick now does have a Dragonite, but I think he got it from evolving Dratinis. So he didn't even catch one in the wild, and he's playing it non-stop, he's making videos, he's got over 500,000 subscribers, and he doesn't have a Dragonite, right? So, this just shows how lucky I was. I go down to my local park, close by to where I am filming this now, right? It had just rained. There's like no one around. And the only reason I went down there because I was bored, I had nothing to do, and I needed Pokeballs in the game. I was really low, and there's a few Pokestops down there. So I went down there, and I'm spinning the thing, I'm getting the Pokeballs and shit. You know, I usually stay down there like an hour and just keep spinning the Pokestops and stock up, right? But, you know, I looked on the nearby list, and I see this silhouette, you know, Dragonite's nearby. Yeah, so I see the silhouette, the Dragonite's nearby, and at first I'm thinking, oh yeah, I bet it's not Dragonite, because I've done that before. I've looked and gone, oh my god, that's, you know, Snorlax, and it's turned out to be, I don't know, Pidgey. Like, nothing that drastic, but, you know, that's happened. I've thought, oh my god, this is this one, and it's turned out to be another one, because I know most of the Gen 1 Pokemon's, like, you know, full on, but anything after Gen 1 I don't really know that well, because, like I said, I watch the shows mostly, but, I know most of them. Anyway, I'm looking at this thing, and I was like, Dragonite's nearby. I'm like, yeah, it's probably not fucking Dragonite. But I'm looking at it, and I'm like, no, I can see the little fucking antennas and everything, and it looks like it's flying off the ground, and the wings, and I'm like, I don't fucking have it, you know, so most likely it is. It's not Charizard, you know, so I don't have Charizard either. You know, so I start looking for this thing, and I do the trick that Nick taught me, you know, about locating a Pokemon, like using the radius of a circle and marking out each, you know, north, south, east, west point of it from where you first see it to where it disappears. You mark each 4 branches and then you get it to appear. And I did that, but there was like a creek in the way, so I kind of had to get around that, and it didn't kind of work at first. And then I expand where I stopped my, you know, edges of my circle, and then I got it to appear. And so it had just lightly rained, and my screen had a bit of moisture on it. And I was so excited, I didn't want to, like, try and, you know, wipe the screen and fuck something up, you know, like I quit the game and I go back and it's gone or something. I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to, like, try and catch it, right? So, you know, I start throwing I just got Ultra Balls. I just earned Ultra Balls, by the way. I just earned them. And I built it up to about 40 Ultra Balls. I hadn't thrown one. You know, I was saving them for like something like this. I'm like, okay, this is the time to use the Ultra Ball. So I start fucking throwing the Ultra Balls. And I can't throw them properly, you know? And it's because the screen, there's a bit of friction on the screen because it's wet. And also because of another thing, which Nick just addressed in another video about throwing Pokeballs farther. He said he uses his full arm. I have a lot of trouble throwing Pokeballs far when they're kind of like floating in the air and shit. And so, you know, and you'll see in the video, some of the throws were just awful, like just total fuck-ups. But most of them, like, were just missing. Like, just missing. You know, falling short and all this crap. Anyway, so I threw all my Ultra Balls and they all fucking missed. I threw all the other Great Balls and they missed. And I threw all the Red Balls and finally I was lucky enough. And when I got to Red Balls, I thought, that's it. I was actually convincing myself in my head, you know, it's just a game, don't worry about it. You're not going to fucking get it. You know, it's a powerful Pokemon, but you fucked up all your throws. You know, you're a shit cunt, you know. So I'm convincing myself of all this crap. But I got lucky, and I caught it, you know. And it just goes to show, again, Nick did another video about Pokeballs and throwing curveballs and using raspberries. And because I kept using raspberries and all that, you just increase your chances of catching it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does play a part, obviously. The Ultra Ball is going to increase your chances more than a normal ball. But using a normal ball and doing curve throws and raspberries increases your odds a lot more as well. So it's not an impossible thing. And I was convinced that it kind of was going to be with a big, powerful Pokemon. So yeah. So I caught my Dragonite. And that was awesome. You know, so yeah. While you've been watching this video, I've been having the footage going. Hopefully. Because, you know, I wanted you guys to see it, and while I was talking, have something to, you know, hear, rather than just see the video of me trying to catch Dragonite. But it took 9 minutes or something, you know. And I did a little wrap-up video after too, so I'm going to play that right now. So yeah, you know, that's it. That was my experience with catching Dragonite. I got very lucky. I couldn't even tell anyone there was Dragonite nearby. I wanted to be like, hey, there's a fucking Dragonite here! And I look around, and there's no one around. Like, no one. So I couldn't even share Dragonite with anybody. Which sucks, you know, because, you know, I want other people to have Dragonite too. You know, but that's the way she goes. It was just me. It was just a lucky thing. The gods at Niantic saw that I was walking around by myself and they said, we'll give him Dragonite. And they made him spawn right near me. So, thank you, Niantic gods. Pokemon gods. Whatever. Gods. that gave me Dragonite. So, you know, I've got about 50 Pokemon. I addressed this in the last video that, you know, I need to catch to complete Gen 1. Obviously, I won't be able to complete Gen 1 fully because you need Taurus, who's in America, Mr. Mime, who's in Europe, and Farfetch'd, who's in Asia. And obviously, I've got the Australian one, which is Kangaskhan. I've got plenty of him, but those three I won't be able to get. And obviously, then there's Mew, Mewtwo, and then there's, you know, Zapdos and fucking Moltres and Articuno, you know, the legendary ones, which I can't get either. And then there's Ditto. No one knows how the hell to get Ditto, you know, and so, yeah. But, you know, I'm having fun with the game. These videos, I've put up a few Pokemon videos. They're not doing that great on my channel. But, you know, I still think I'm just going to still keep doing them because I like the game, you know. So, I'm not going to worry about the fucking views, you know. So, I do appreciate the ones who are watching, you know, the few hundred that are watching. Appreciate it. You know, I was hoping it would do better, you know, just to, you know, help the channel, really. Like, yeah. You know, if the channel did really well, I could do more, not just with Pokemon Go, with Mortal Kombat as well, so. Oh, well, that's the way she goes, you know, so I'll stick with it. I'll still do some other videos and stuff. One thing, I got PAX coming up this Friday, PAX Australia, which I'll be going to, covering as media, and they're doing a Pokemon event. They're doing a Pokemon walk, which I'll be doing, which goes for, I think, a few hours, all the way around Melbourne, and they're going to have lures on, and it's going to be awesome, you know. So I'm going to take some footage and take the camera, and I'm going to be playing the game and see how we go, you know. But I might catch some ones I don't have, who knows. But that should be fun. That's, in a few days' time. And I should mention too that PAX actually had a mini PAX, about a month ago or a few weeks ago. A month ago, I say. Where they, to advertise the event upcoming. And they did a little Pokemon walk there. And here's a bit of footage. And, I did that. And that's where I caught my first Magnemite. And I think I caught a few Bellsprouts and Electronic. Definitely my first Magnemite was on that walk. So, so I did the mini PAX I was walk. Oh, that's who I got, Grimer. I got my first Grimer on the mini PAX walk, and I got Magnemite. So I'm hoping that, with the full PAX walk, some really cool stuff's going to happen. I'm hoping. Who knows? So yeah, thanks for watching another Pokemon Go video, guys, and I'll see you guys real soon for that PAX Pokemon video. Peace out. Hi there, guys. You're never going to believe this. I just caught my first Dragonite. So I've been playing Pokemon Go since the 9th of July, and I've never seen any good Pokemon. And I'm just down here, my local park sort of thing, and I'm walking around. It's kind of an average day. It started off good, and then it's kind of gone cloudy, and then it rained a bit, and then it stopped. I just a shower, really. And then Dragonite pops up, and I'm like, no way. And there's no one else around playing Pokemon Go. It's just me, by the way. And so I'm walking around, I'm running everywhere, and I've got this job, I'm sweating like a pig, And then finally he appears right behind me where this house is. Now, this house is being renovated or something, or it's just been built, I don't know. So there's no one there. So Dragonite appeared right at the front. Here's a picture. And, oh my god, I just hit level 20 not too long ago. And so I had Ultra Balls, and I've been hitting Pokestops, and I've never thrown an Ultra Ball. I've been just saving them up. I had 40, right? I think 30 or 40. Anyway, so I see Dragonite, I'm like, fuck, so I start throwing Pokeballs at him, but my screen is wet from the little bit of rain we had, and I can't clean it because you can't go like that when you're playing Pokemon Go. It's going to fuck the game up, so I'm trying to throw Pokeballs, and they're not going. They're just missing. They're going under his leg and shit, and I'm getting really frustrated. I'm like, fuck, if he runs, I'm going to be so fucking pissed off. I threw every single Ultra Ball I had at that bastard. Nothing. But he didn't run. I'm like, okay. I raspberried him every time. Raspberry. And then I'm like, okay, I'll go to the fucking Great Balls, right? So I go to the Great Balls. Again, I've got 40. I was low, It's just starting to top it back up. So I start throwing the Great Balls at him. I'm trying to kind of clean the screen each time I throw a ball. So I'm kind of trying to wipe away the moisture that's on the screen so I can get that better shot. The curve shots, I couldn't get to go near him. It wouldn't work. So I just had to do straight shots. That's the only way I could get the distance. It was always just missing him. You'll see in the video. Anyway, so I throw every single Great Ball I've got. Nah. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not going to get him. And it's question mark CP, which I've never seen before on Android. I don't know, it seems to happen more on iOS. You don't know what CP they are. Anyway, so I keep raspberrying him. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to try, I don't care. I'm going to throw every single fucking Pokeball at this bastard. I don't care, he's hard to find. I've never seen a Dragonite. So I start throwing red balls at him. Again, they're missing, they're just missing. They're going over his head, under his leg, behind his tail, under his wing, everywhere but on the circle. And I'm having trouble getting there. And then I get the shot. And I caught him. I caught the bastard. I can't believe it. I caught Dragonite. I had to throw about probably 80 Pokeballs at it. But I got it, and I got it with a normal red Pokeball in the end. I used Raspberry every chance I had, and I got him. It's such a relief. Because, every gym I go to has a Dragonite, and I'm like, where are people getting them from? Eggs or something? I've never seen one, I don't go to busy spots very often, but, I just had a bit of time to kill the day. I was a bit bored, so I thought I'd just go to my local park and stock up on some Pokeballs and stuff. And then Dragonite appears. I'm like, no way. Like I said, no one around here. No one. Look. There's no one here, man. There's just me. There's some people. There's a bike path here. There's an occasional jogger goes past and that. There is no one here. No one. Except me and Dragonite. So I got him in the end. It's such a relief. He's probably the most badass sought after Pokemon. I don't even have that. I have a lot of Pokemon, but I don't have a lot of the better ones that I see people on my level have. I watch the Real Allier
on YouTube and trainer tips, and they have really good Pokemon, and mine are always like, you know, just under 1,000, and I'm level 20, and they've got, you know, 1,800, 2,000. This is my first Pokemon. Here comes the car. He is 1726, I think it was. So that's awesome. My first real awesome Pokemon that I haven't evolved, I haven't powered up, I have done nothing to. I just caught him with a shitload of Pokeballs. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Oh, such a relief. Now I can go back to just getting my Pokeballs back.